today we're hiking Wind Ridge Trail. It is a 12.7 kilometer hike with a 950 meter elevation gain. We just started and we're at the first creek crossing. I'll see you guys soon in the next clip. Summit. This hike, oh my goodness, you guys, it was steep. You gain a lot of elevation gain. Like I mentioned earlier, it's 950 meter elevation gain, and the first part is kind of like rolling hills, but once you get to kind of like near the ridge, or like the first, I guess, fall summit, it gets steep. So we're almost at the top. I would say probably another 25 minutes to half an hour. It's just starting to get windy now. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but the views up here are so amazing. So down there we have Latte Arc and of course the highway. And then on this side we have Heart Mountain. And then to the other side of me we have Mount Lougheed. So it's really cool seeing it from a different view because we hiked Little Lougheed a while ago, but it's on the other side. See you guys soon at the summit, hopefully. I just wanted to quickly update you guys. We're on the ridge right now, and I have the three sisters to my right side right there. I love that mountain range. Like, it's one of my favorites, and I feel like I've seen it from all different angles doing all these hikes, so it's really cool seeing it from here. So yeah, like I said, we're at the ridge now. We're almost done. It's been a slog. So I'll see you guys in the next clip.
I can't believe how it all turned out. for you with open arms. How about you coming closer? We can do my place. Maybe we can try meeting up by 7. You'll be saying over, so it's guaranteed. I'll be forever thinking more about you and me. I don't wanna let you go, I don't wanna let you go. Nah. Tell me what you want to know. Run your fingers down me slow, 'cause you're in my head. You are, 'cause you're in my head. 'Cause you're in my what you think? What you think? 'Cause you're in my what you think? What you think? 'Cause you're in my you love that I've been craving.
Hey everyone, welcome to my after hike summary for Wind Ridge Summit. So we actually hiked this yesterday. I'm loving doing these after hike summaries the day after I hike because it just makes everything so much easier. I just did it, so it's fresh in my head. So this hike is located in Dead Man's Flats. You will take the overpass to the other side of the highway and you'll get to a dirt road. So you take the dirt road, there's some cabins up there, and then there's like a little parking area, and that parking area is the trailhead to Wind Ridge. So this hike I clocked in at 13.4 kilometers with an elevation gain of 860 meters. We started at 9:16 a.m. and finished at 4:59 p.m. Of course, with lots of breaks, including a long break at the summit to take photos and videos and TikToks and all of that stuff. We usually take our time when we get to a summit. We don't usually leave right away. We usually eat. We had a charcuterie, which was really good. That's like my favorite hiking snack at the top of a mountain. It's so rewarding. It's just bring some grapes, bring some cheese, bring some meat, and have a charcuterie tray. So that is what we did. We took our time up there, and that's really the reason why it took us that long. So we hiked this on a Thursday. There was no other people on the trail at all. But when we did come back to the parking lot, there was people in the parking lot walking their dogs and stuff like that. So there was people technically. On the hike itself, we did not run into a single person. Nobody passed us. We didn't pass anyone else. Like, there was nobody on this hike at all. We did see a lot of elk poop, so that is one thing that I want to mention from reading All Trails reviews. There was one from a week ago mentioning that there were elk at the top, like near the summit, and the person didn't summit because of the elk. We didn't see any the day that we went. However, we did see a lot of elk poop along the way to the summit. So this hike was definitely a slog. That is the best way that I can explain it to you. It started off really nice, calm. There was a series of 4 bridges at the beginning with 4 separate creek crossings, and that part was really pretty and really nice. And then you head into the foresty bits. You're in the forest for a little bit. I wouldn't call the forest walk boring at all, but it was mostly flat with a slight elevation gain in some sections. You will be doing kind of like a longer switchback, and then you kind of go up this little ridge section, and that part is a little bit snowy, so make sure you have your micro spikes, especially for this time of year. We did this yesterday and I forget the date. It's April 8th today. The trail still definitely had icy patches and snowy sections, so definitely wear your micro spikes at least for probably the next few weeks until things start to melt. I would say to at least bring your micro spikes with you. You might not need them, you might need them. By the end of the day, it was pretty muddy as a lot of the snow and ice had melted, so I'm assuming in the next few weeks it is going to get better as far as trail conditions. So like I was mentioning, after you get through the foresty section, things start to open up a little bit and you get to see some really awesome views. So you get views of Mount Lougheed, and this part is absolutely beautiful. This is where I would say the slog definitely starts. It is all uphill. There's no switchbacks. It's pretty much just straight up from there. There's no defined trail when you get to like the grassy section because the trail is covered under snow, and I don't think anybody has attempted to walk through the snow because it is pretty much straight uphill, and that would kind of be dangerous. So you take the easier route, which is through the grass versus the snow. So if you are considering doing this, make sure you have gaiters on because you never know. It's tick season right now. So I was definitely wearing gaiters. I had sprayed my gaiters beforehand with some Deets. So after a little bit of uphill, you will reach kind of this rocky section. You'll either have to scramble it or go around it. We opted to scramble it. It is a pretty easy scramble. I think it's only like 4 steps over this rocky bit, and that was safer than going around to the snow because snow plus slippery plus uphill over a ridge on the other side was not a great idea. I don't recommend doing that. If you are comfortable with a tiny bit of scrambling, definitely go over the rocks. It is way safer. So then after that section, the trail gets kind of more defined again. You will keep going up and up and up, and this part seems to last forever. This part seems to be like the portion of the hike where it's never gonna end, but then you finally reach the ridge, and the ridge is absolutely covered in snow. It's covered in snow. It's thick snow. I assume that people haven't been up there in a few days or maybe like a week or so. Maybe like last weekend they were up there because the footprints were pretty much covered up with snow, but you could still see the trail. So crampons were necessary for this section to get you through the snow, but it was that sticky snowman building snow that would stick to the bottom of your crampons and you would have very little traction. However, the ridge was not a knife edge ridge or anything like that. It was a pretty wide trail up there, so it's not scary at all. On the one side of you, you had trees, and then on the other side of you, you had views of Mount Lougheed, so the ridge section was actually quite beautiful. I don't know if I really filmed a whole lot of the walking portion of the ridge because, like I said, the snow was really deep, so I had to be really careful. I wasn't really pulling out my phone or anything like that until we got to the summit. After a little bit of walking along the ridge, I swear the ridge does not take long whatsoever. I think it was maybe like a 10-minute walk, and then it's just flat from that point on, so it's very nice. So once you hit the summit, it is absolutely beautiful. The views open up again. You get views of the Three Sisters on one side of you. We started off just eating our charcuterie. There was no wind whatsoever. I was like, why did they call this wind ridge? Because there's no wind at all. And then pretty much right after we were done eating and we were about to take pictures, the wind started and it was becoming a little bit crazy. I had my hair braided initially because that is how I prefer to go hiking, especially in the spring/tick season. I like to have my hair braided, but I lost one of my hair ties, so my hair looked like it looked like I was in a tornado when I was taking photos up there. So yeah, it was super windy. I get where it gets its name from. After a little bit of time, we headed back down. Going back down did not take us as long at all. It was pretty fast actually because of how steep it was. Be careful on your way down, of course, because there is snowy and muddy bits. And especially if you're going, you know, like straight down a slope, you definitely want to be careful and be cautious about your footing so you don't twist an ankle or anything like that. But other than that, this was a really great hike. I highly recommend it. I feel like it's not as popular. Definitely check out Wind Ridge. And if you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click the subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm gonna get into the bloopers right now because I could not for the life of me remember the name of this hike. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it West Winds Ridge or West Winds Point or something like that. I don't know. So let's get into the bloopers now. I hope you guys enjoyed those and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome to my after hike summary for West. Hey guys, so today we are hiking Windy Point Ridge, or Wind Point. Hey guys, so today we're hiking Wind Point Ridge. Hey guys, so today we're hiking.
I let you deeper